I don't know who this one's for, but spiritual gangster, I'm going to need you to stop asking for confirmation for what God's already made clear. Clarity is not the issue here. Courage is. I'm going to need you to stop stalling and start walking. So, if you're a little fluffy in the spirit, if you're going to cry every time God corrects you, if you're still trying to negotiate with God like he's your homeboy instead of your commander, this might not be the message for you. Because this word, it's not coming to comfort your fear. It's coming to evict it. I didn't come to pat your feelings. I came to rip that pacifier out your mouth and hand you your marching orders. Come on, let's go. Because see, some of you aren't confused. You're just being cowards. You're not waiting on confirmation. You're avoiding obedience. You're not stuck. Baby, you just stalling. And God sent me to come snatch the covers off of your delay and call your ass back in motion. James, chapter 1, verse 22. Let's talk about it. It says, do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Woo! Not debate it. Not double check it. Not ask 4 prophets, 2 dream interpreters, a psychic to make sure that that's what God said. Do what it says. Because see, the real issue here is not clarity. It's courage or lack of it. God already told you what to do. You got the word. You got the sign. You got the confirmation. The vision. The prophetic dream. You got the angel numbers. You got the cloud formation. You seen that red bird. The random sermon. The stranger in the grocery store that called you out by name. And still, you sitting there talking about, man, God, I just need one more sign. Come on now, baby. You don't need another word. You need to get up and walk. And I'm going to need you, spiritual gangster, to stop pretending that you're praying when really you're just procrastinating. This one's going to sting. But some of y'all are using prayer as a cover for your paralysis. You don't need another 3-day fast. You need to do what he already told you to do 3 years ago. That's why you're so restless. That's why the grace feels so heavy. That's why your spirit keeps itching like Ray Charles. Because you're out of position. You're still camped out in waiting on God when God already done been give you the green light. You're not being still. You're just being stubborn. Because see, you already know it's God. You just sitting there hoping that it ain't. Because if it's really him, then you got no excuses left. If it's really him, then you're going to have to leave that comfort zone. You're going to have to confront your fear. You're going to have to obey, baby, even if your hands are shaking. And deep down, you know. You've already heard the word. You just don't want to carry the weight of the walk. Ouch. See, when God speaks, it's not a suggestion. It's a damn assignment. God didn't stutter. He didn't whisper and hope you missed it. He wasn't vague. He was not unclear. He said, start the business. Leave the relationship. Write the book. Move and get out of that city. Delete that number. Forgive your mama. Launch that ministry. Break the cycle. And you're still sitting there asking, but God, was that you? Yes. Yes, it was. Now get up and move. See, delayed obedience is really just disguised disobedience. Every time you hesitate, you don't do nothing but hand the enemy more territory in your mind. Every time you circle back around to what God already said, you forfeit the next instruction that would have unlocked your breakthrough. God says, I'm not going to sit here and keep repeating myself just because you're scared. He don't owe you no more signs. He already gave you enough proof at the cross. See, the truth, it's not that you don't know. It's just that you don't want to let go. So come on, let's talk about that. You want clarity, but you don't want to release control. You want confirmation, but you don't want confrontation. You want the blessing, but you don't want the burden. You want the destiny, but you don't want the discipline. See, you can't walk into your promise carrying your crutches of fear. You cannot conquer Canaan if you're still asking Pharaoh for permission. What you need now is motion, not more meditation. You have circled this mountain long enough. You've analyzed it, overanalyzed it. You journaled about it. You've had 3 accountability partners for it. Now go. You're going to have to stop waiting for that fear to go away. Fear is not the absence of God's will. It's the resistance to it. You're not going to ever feel ready. You're not going to feel qualified. You won't even feel brave. But see, you don't need a feeling. You need yes. So what are you going to do when God's already made it clear? Let's talk about it. Step 1. Rebuke the spirit of fear. Even if it's sitting there dressed up like wisdom. See, fear's going to tell you to wait. Wisdom's going to tell you to walk. You got to know the difference. 2, you got to stop crowdsourcing your obedience. You don't need everybody's agreement to do what God's assigned to you. 3, write the vision again. This time with action attached. No more passive plans. You need to map it out. Schedule it and move. 4, act as if it's already done. You need to align your behavior with your belief and step like it's settled. Come on, guys. Say it with me. I cancel every single lie that says I'm confused when I'm really just scared shitless. I sever every soul tie to the safety of delay. I break covenant with fear, with stagnation, and with disobedience disguised as discernment. I receive boldness. I receive urgency. I receive divine motion. I walk forward, trembling if I must, but I walk. I trust the God who spoke more than the feelings ever shook me. In Jesus' name, I'm going to move. Okay, so enough excuses. It's time for you to pick up your marching orders. God already made it clear, so why are you still circling? Why are you still trying to confirm what he's already carved into your spirit? You don't need one more prophecy. You need to get up and move. You don't need one more dream. You don't need one more sign. Lord, if this is really you, you need obedience. You need a yes. You need to get up and go. You were never waiting on clarity. You're just waiting on some courage. And courage, it don't come before you walk, baby. It comes while you walk. So dry up them tears. Dust off your assignment. Drop the fleeces. Pick up your sword. And start walking like the war's already been won. Because it has.